right, and we'll get started. Welcome. So you can be seated in a cross-legged position or bound angle pose, or if you have a chair and you'd like to practice on your chair, please do so. Sit forward, not against the back of the chair. Today's a gentle practice on Ahimsa, non-harming in thought, word, and action. So because I'm short, I also have a block between my feet. You might like to put a block under your feet if you have shorter legs. That always helps the back to relax a little bit. We're going to start in with our hands to our heart. Pulling the knees together if you can and lifting the spine. Press your hands together a little more firmly and lift a little higher through the spine. Bringing your heart towards the thumbs, thumbs toward the heart. Just feel your breath coming and going. Let go of tension in the body, in the jaw, in the shoulders, around the heart. Maybe you have tension, something you're holding on to in the belly. Ahimsa is about letting go, not holding on. It's a spiritual practice. Help us turn the light on love, the light on letting go, forgiveness. In this practice today, in our non-harming practice, remember that the first step in Ahimsa is radical self-acceptance. Radical self-acceptance. See your judgments through love. See your critiques through love. See yourself through love and a deep acceptance. The mantra today is Loka Samasta Sukhinu Bhavantu. May all beings everywhere be happy and free. And also may our actions contribute to the happiness and the freedom for all beings, starting with ourselves. Radical self-acceptance. Breathing in. Om Loka Samasta Sukhino Bhavantu. Try twice again. You can hum or just soak up the good vibe. Loka Samasta Sukhino Bhavantu. Loka Samasta Sukhino Bhavantu. Om Shanti 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 is next. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. And opening your eyes, looking in your hands, open your fingertips and make the beautiful mudra of a lotus. Look into those hands. See your own abundance. See your universal self, one that is connected, not disconnected from any others. And then inhale, reach it up. Stretch it nice and high, and exhale, let it go. Breathing out. Inhale, take the lotus mudra again. Pushpaputa mudra. Full of self-acceptance. Exhale, let it go. Surround yourself. Inhale, bring it up. Eyes can follow the hands. Try not to lift the chin too high. Exhale, let it go. What have you not been accepting? What have you been separating yourself from? Breathe in. All is one. Exhale. That's a big lesson in Ahimsa. I am you, you are me, we are one. Breathe in. We are not separate. And exhale here. And then opening your eyes, relax your body a little bit. And we're going to take a preparatory breath. Left hand's in Jnana Mudra, index finger to the thumb, right hand's in a fist. Open the thumb and the last two fingers. So the way it goes is we're going to breathe through the left nostril for 90 seconds. I'll tell you when that ends. Then we'll breathe through the right nostril for 90 seconds. Then for 1 minute, we'll breathe Ujjayi breath today, slightly constricting the throat. It's a breath you can hear on both the inhale and the exhale. Please move forward if you're sitting on a chair so you're not leaning against the back. If you're sitting on the floor, that's fine too. You can cross your legs in a comfortable position or sit on your shins. Right hand's Vishnu. So open your thumb, last two fingers in the right hand, please. We're going to close off the right nostril and only breathe in and out through the left. After 90 seconds, we'll change it. Ready to start? So, tallest spine ever. And breathe in through the left nostril. Exhaling left nostril. No change. Feel free to close your eyes or lower the eyelids. You're strengthening your resolve here. Strengthening your resolve for practicing non-harming in thought, word, and action today. The benefit of practicing non-harming is that all hostilities will be released in the body, in the mind, in our thoughts. The more we practice, the better we get. So as you're here practicing breathing through your left nostril, you might say, yes, I'm ready to let go of hostilities, but I still don't want to let that one go. What can you see instead through the lens of love, through the lens of compassion, through the lens of forgiveness? If you get tired in this breathing practice and you're sitting on the floor, you can lean against a wall. And let's change sides. So take your ring finger to your left nostril, breathe in and out through the right. Is there something you could forgive yourself for? Forgiveness is needed, remember, for radical self-acceptance of yourself and others. Others comes later, first yourself. And releasing the hand from the nose. Bring both fingers to index finger meets thumb, connecting your individual self to your universal self is this mudra. I'm ready to connect with all beings, it says. Ujjayi breath, slight constriction in the throat on the inhale and the exhale. It's the breath you can hear. Sounds like Darth Vader's breathing, or a slight snore, or the waves coming in and out. Helps to warm the organism, calm the flood of thoughts. One whole minute here. Ten seconds left. Full body breaths. Try to breathe in the chest, the ribs, and the belly. And release. Release your fingers, release your eyes, shake out your arms. Okay. And we're going to take a little side bend here. So if you're in the chair with me, feel free to straddle your chair. Otherwise, you can stay in your seat cross-legged. You might even want to change the foot that's in front if you're cross-legged. So if you can, come into a straddle position on your chair. And we're going to take our right arm to the right if we're seated on the floor. Left arm comes up and over. We're keeping our gaze centered. If you're on the chair, right arm to thigh, left arm to sky. Great. Now see if you can find equal weight in your sits bones. Oh, so I'm talking about bringing your left sits bone down. If you're in the chair, pressing through the left ball of your foot. Try to relax the shoulders away from the ears so we're not pinching our shoulders. Remember, non-harming is at the center of our practice today. There should be no strain. If your shoulder's tired or in pain, you can bring your hand behind you. Don't forget to smile at the new freedom we have from the way we look at things in a non-harming way, with kindness, with compassion. The way we act, so we don't need to react in hostility or react from a grudge that we're holding on to because we've let it go. Inhale, come back to the center. Just feel that side nice and open for a moment. That's a feeling of freedom, of liberation. No longer bound in anger. Our hostilities are released when we practice Ahimsa. Now, left arm down or left hand to the floor. If you're seated on the floor, stretch it a little long. Reach your right arm up and over, or left arm to thigh, palm can be up. Now comes the fun part. Press through your right sits bone. If you're in the chair, press through the right ball of the foot. Make your legs active, pressing downward. So you have freedom in the upper body. Remember, again, some options. You can have the right arm behind you, or you can have the right hand at the shoulder, just gently opening it. Gaze stays forward. Feel free to close the eyes and inhale, let. Exhale, go. 2 more breaths. You can exhale through the mouth or just nose. 1 more. And then release, coming back up. If you're in the straddle position on a chair, bring your legs closer together. We're coming into a twist. So if you're on the floor, perfect place for a twist. We have the option today, though, to strengthen our core, to stretch our arms out to the sides. If that's too intense, you're always welcome to bring the left hand to the outer right leg. So inhale, lengthen spine. Exhale, twist your belly right, ribs right, heart right, and slowly twist your neck right. Keep your legs towards one another, squeezing them if you're sitting on a chair. If you're on the floor, pull your belly in and up. Strengthen your spinal column. So strengthening our resolve in this pose. To not harm ourselves by staying strong, staying fully embedded in Ahimsa. It's called pranayama in Sanskrit, fully entrenched in non-harming. That includes strengthening our back, strengthening our core. 2 more breaths. Last big inhale here. And an exhale. Now inhale, bring the head forward first. And then the shoulders and the rest of the body. Relax the arms. Can be a lot on the arms. So that beautiful organic spiral that we practice is a wonderful way to not harm your spine. You move from one end to the other and you get full rotation in each part of the spine. Extend the arms out again. Lengthen, get as tall as you can. So I'm not interested in how deep you can twist. I want you to stay tall. Exhale, bellies go left, ribs left, heart left. Now slowly turn the head left. We're staying about 6 breaths here, depending on how fast or slow you breathe. Have a light gaze. Both sits bones equally on the floor or chair. Weight through both legs is equal. Now, can you find an equal breath? Inhaling for the same count that you exhale. Full balance in the body. Three more breaths. Lift your heart a little bit. 2 more breaths. 1 more breath. Now, and on your next inhale, bring the head forward. Shoulders come forward and the rest of the body comes forward. And relax your arms. Shake them out even a little bit. Feels nice. All right, so we're coming into cat-cow position in either a seated pose on the floor or in the chair. So if you're in the chair, bring your hands towards your knees, making sure you're not holding on to them tight or pulling on them. Remember, non-harming. Inhale, lift the chest. Lift your head, look up between the eyebrows. And exhale, round the spine as much as you can. Bring your back towards the back of the chair or towards the sky. Inhale, lift. Look up. Really look up. Exhale, round. That looks great. Continue on. Try 2 more rounds. Inhale, lift everything, gazing up. Exhale, round everything. Last one. Inhale. And exhale, round everything. Inhale, come to a neutral spine and lengthen the spine. So if you're in tabletop, really standing first. So we're going to take warrior 2 by bringing our feet hip width apart, step the left foot back, and you should try to find a line between the heel and the arch of the back foot. Front knee is bent just over the ankle. Extend your arms out and gaze to the right. This is the right side. If you're in the chair, slide your bottom a little bit to the left. Extend your left foot in a left leg long. Your left foot's 90 degrees. Right knee is bent. Extend the arms. Gaze over the right middle finger. Now what we're going to do is we're going to take a little bit of movement to get the circulation going. Turn the palms up. You can do this standing or in the chair. Inhale, gaze up towards your hands. You're going to need some balance if you're standing. Exhale, arms come down, but no lower than your shoulders. Inhale, arms reach up. Exhale, arms come down. Keep your core strong. Inhale, arms reach up, gazing up. Exhale. 2 more. Inhale, looking up. Exhale. 1 more. Inhale, gazing up. Exhale. And release your hands and step to the front of your mat if you're in a standing position. Make sure your feet are hip width apart and step your right foot back, 90-degree opening of the back foot. Now bend your front knee and make sure there's a line between the heel and the arch of the back foot. If you're in your chair, scoot your bottom over to the right. Stretch your right leg long. Back foot 90 degrees. Left knee bent just over the ankle. Get your shoulders right above your hips so you're not forward or back. Extend your arms. Turn your gaze left. Now turning your palms up. Keep your pelvic floor really active and strong. Inhale, gaze up. Exhale, 1. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. 2 more. Inhale. Exhale. 1 more. Inhale, gazing up. And exhale. And relax your arms. And step back to the front of your mat. Or bring your feet to a straddle again if you're in your chair. So those of you who are standing at the front of your mat, we're going to take Uttanasana next, forward fold. I want you to bend your knees deeply. Inhale, reach the arms up. Stick your bottom out like you're going to be sitting in a chair, almost like Utkatasana. And exhale, forward fold. Those of us in the chair, wide legs. Inhale, lift your heart. Exhale, walk your hands down carefully towards the floor. And find your forward fold here. Chin to the throat. Now, those of you who have folded forward with bent legs, try to slowly straighten them. Take your time. If you're feeling an intense stretch through your hamstrings, try to breathe out of the hamstrings. A stretch is good, remember, pain is not, right? So stretch is leading us towards letting go of something. Sometimes we have to stretch, like a baseball player stretching his arm back to release the ball. We need to stretch to release. One more breath. Now, gently bend your knees again. If you're on the chair, walk your hands up the legs of the chair and to the base of the chair. Those of you who will come up with a straight spine who are standing, as straight as possible. Now we're going to place our hands on our chair. We're going to join you, people who are standing, the yogis who are standing, and we're going to bring our chair to the front of our mat. Feet are hip width apart. Maybe even wider. If you need a little more opening today, take them just a little bit wider. That's okay too. I want you to step your feet back like on railroad tracks. So we're going to step our left foot back first, like you're on a railroad track. You square our hips towards the chair or towards the front of your mat if you don't have a chair. Inhale, reach the arms high. Keep your belly in, keep your spine long, turn your gaze up. And exhale, reach forward towards the chair or the floor. You can even have a block in front of you. So it can be here, it can be here, it can be here. You can bring your elbows down. If you're at the floor, your hands might even be all the way to the floor. Inhale, come up halfway, Ardha Parasvottanasana. And then exhale, allow yourself to sink again. Chin comes toward the throat. Here's where the strengthening comes in. We're going to bend the front knee and reach the arms up alongside the ears. Reach up and exhale, straighten the right leg and bring your arms down gently. Okay, that's the sequence. Inhale, reach up. Square your hips once again. Make sure your feet are wide apart. Exhale, chin towards the throat. Hands can be here, elbows here, or all the way to the floor. Inhale up halfway. Exhale, forward fold. This is called Supha Namaskara, so it should be joyful with a warrior one added. Bend the right knee. Inhale, reach up. Arms stay alongside the ears. Lift your heart. Find a little extension in the spine. And then exhale, straighten the right leg. How's that feeling? Good? One more. Inhale, reach high. Squaring your hips. Don't forget to keep them square. Exhale. Reach long, long, long. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Bend the right knee. Reach your arms long in front of you. Spread your toes. Use your strength. Lift up. Straighten the right leg. And exhale, come down. Stepping the left foot forward. So if you're using a chair, it really benefits the hamstrings because this can be a very intense stretch on the hamstrings. Okay, you can also put a block in front of your left foot if you don't want to go all the way to the floor and don't have a chair. So separate your feet. I love it if your feet were as wide as your chair feet, wide as your hips or wider. Squaring the hips. Inhale very slowly. Let your arms come up. Turn your gaze up. Exhale, chin to the throat. Reach forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Slow Ujjayi breaths. Bend the front knee like a warrior one bend. Inhale. Reach up. Exhale, straighten the leg. Really slow, long exhale. Good. Keep it slow. Inhale. Turn your gaze up. Keep yourself centered. Exhale. Inhale. Come up with a nice straight back. Exhale. Bend the left knee. Inhale, warrior one. Exhale, straighten the leg. Last one, inhale. Exhale. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, forward fold. Bend the left knee. Inhale, reach up. And exhale, straighten the leg. This is excellent work, this arm movement for heart circulation. Step the right foot forward. Also helps us to let go of things we're holding in our hearts. Step the left foot back and make them wide. It doesn't have to be quite as wide as it was for Sukha Namaskara in terms of right and left. And don't take a giant step back because we're going to have a forward fold with a twist, but a supported twist. So if you have your chair in front of you, you can use it for your twist, or you can take a block in front of your right foot for your twist. We're going to lift our left arm high. a big stretch up. Square your hips again, so roll the right hip back. Exhale, extend forward with the straightest back ever. Your hand can come to the back of the chair, or if you want to go further, to the chair seat itself. Inhale, open to the right. You can go all the way to the floor. Here's the trick in this posture. You want to roll the right hip back and the left hip forward. You can take your feet as far apart as you'd like, right and left. Give you great balance. Now, if you want to challenge yourself a little bit, you can lift your hand off of the chair or lift your elbow off the chair. Lift just very lightly holding the chair. One more breath. And release. Good. Bend the right knee and step the left foot forward. Stand up tall. Feel your length, feel your vibrancy, feel your energy, feel your generosity, kindness, unity. Feel connection with the earth, with your community, with others. That's Ahimsa, non-harming. And opening the eyes, step the right foot back. Again, as wide as you like. The wider you go out this way, the more balance you'll get. You tend to suffer from lack of balance. Take them wider. Inhale, reach the right arm high into the sky. And then chin in. Exhale, reach forward. Try to get a straight back. So if you're coming on the floor, your back is as straight as possible. Really reach long. Good. You're on the chair. You can be the back of the chair if you don't want to go too low. The base of the chair. And inhale, open to the left. And as soon as you open to the left, your left hip wants to roll forward. So look up beyond the left hand if you can. Drishti is left hand. That looks great. I love all the variations I'm seeing. Incredible. Feel the breath through the heart. Two more breaths. Good. And then bring the left hand down to the chair or the floor. See if you can slowly come up again. You can bend your left knee if you need to. Come up with a nice straight back. And then release. Last standing pose today is a high lunge into warrior three. So if you have a chair, you might want to use it. We're going to step the left foot back in a high lunge position. So the heel is off the floor. It doesn't have to be a giant step back. We square the hips towards our chair or the front of our mats. Inhale, reach the arms high. Feel that nice stretch going on through the hip flexors. Now you have the option, if you don't have a chair, to just extend forward and lift to your tippy toes. Or you can take your hands to the chair or rest your arms on the chair and lift your leg. You may not need the chair at all. If you feel pain in your right hamstring, your right glute, please come back to a slight bent knee, left toes on the floor. Be kind to yourself. Radical self-acceptance means being kind to yourself. No pushing or pinching. One more breath. Good. And bend the right knee. Come back to your lovely high lunge. Reach up for balance. Squeeze your thighs toward one another. And exhale, let the hands down and step forward. We'll take the right foot back. You're welcome to keep your feet apart. Right foot to the right a little bit. Left foot open to the left a little to give you more balance here. Front knee is just over the ankle. Inhale for high lunge. Keep pelvic floor active. Keep scissoring your thighs toward one another for balance. And then exhale, extend forward. Pull your belly in, reach, 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 reach. Option to stay here, coming to the tippy toes or hands on chair or sliding forward, arms on chair or not on chair at all. Right toes are facing down towards the floor. Keep your abdomen strong. Remember, it takes strength to have radical self-acceptance. We need that before we can accept others. Bend the left knee, right toes down. Inhale, reach up very, very high. And exhale, step forward. Stop and breathe. One more breath. Now turning to face your side of your mat that you can see the screen. We have a half moon pose standing. Inhale, reach the arms high. Palms are together. And then exhale, bend over to your right. Your feet are just a little bit apart. They don't have to be touching. Bend over to your right, but try to make your spine very long. So try not to crunch the right side. 5 breaths here. This is breath 2. 3. Make your spine as long as possible. 4. 5. Inhale back to the center. Exhale, reach up as high as you can and then over to the left. Inhale. Exhale, 1. Inhale. Exhale, 2. 3. 4th breath, slow. 5th breath. Inhale back to the center and exhale, release the arms. And we're going to come down to the floor. So if you haven't had a chance to use your chair yet, please grab a chair or you can grab something to put your feet up, legs up on like a bolster. So I'm going to hold on to my chair and come down to my knees and drop my bottom to the left. If you have a blanket, you might like to place it under your head. We're going to start with legs on the chair. So bring one leg to the chair, other leg to the chair, slide your arms out carefully. I'm going to drop the tailbone towards the back of the chair, stretch it, I should say, and then take the belly button down to the floor. So if you don't have a chair, your legs can be up here, or your legs can be over a prop like bolsters, pillows, maybe even at the end of a bed, on a low table. Lift your head and bring your chin towards your throat. This is an excellent posture for the low back, for feeling your breath in your body. So we're going to do just that. We're going to take our right hand below our navel and our left hand now to the heart, but try to relax the shoulders still. We're going to take a big breath in through the chest. Now breathe into the ribs, same inhale, and the same inhale goes down into the belly. See if your inhale can go even lower into the bowl of the pelvis. And exhale, belly, ribs pull in, and chest relaxes. 7 more like that for a total of 8. Inhaling and exhaling. Third breath here. 4th breath. Fifth. Sixth breath. Seventh. Eighth breath. Now, if your knees are bent over a prop, not the chair, you're just going to open the left leg down to the floor. If you're on a chair, opening your eyes, release your hands, extend your arms out. So we're going to slowly take the left leg down. See if you can even bring the knee down towards the floor. You can always prop it up with a block if needed. If that's too intense, you can keep the sole of the left foot on the floor, knee up. It's a big inner leg opening. It's like reclined bound ankle pose. 5 breaths here. Three more breaths. One more breath. Right leg over and turn your head right, bringing both knees to the left. You might have to bring the knees in a little more towards the chest or scoot your bottom to the right. 5 breaths, gazing right. And head comes back to the center. Take your right leg back on the chair, left leg on the chair, or knees bent, soles of the feet on the floor. We're going to take our right leg down to the floor and try to keep your left hip coming down. Arms out to the sides. Option to turn head left or keep head straight. Try to bring the left hip down. 5 breaths here. Long, slow breaths. And opening the eyes, take the left leg over to the right. And you might have to swing your hips a little left or pull your heels in towards your bottom. Turn your gaze left. The head coming back to the center. Take both legs up to the chair, or legs can be long in Shavasana. then place your right hand down on the floor and gently bring yourself to a seat. Take your time, come up slowly. Very, very slowly. And turning around back towards the front. When you're ready, crossing the legs. Going back to the index finger and the thumb on the tops of the legs, lower the eyelids. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Om peace, peace, peace. Breathing in. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Om Shanti.